This is page 4 of the review for the midterm for geometry. So top of page 4 we have number 26, find the slope of the line through the 2 points. So you're going to use the slope formula and you're going to plug in the y2 minus the y1, so negative 19 minus 10 over the x2 minus the x1. And then from there you're just going to simplify. So negative 19 minus 20 or minus 10 is negative 29. And 4 minus negative 3 is 4 plus 3, which is 7. So for 26, you should have negative 29 over 7. Number 27, find the slope of a line parallel to the given line. So parallel means they're going to have the same slope, so it's just 5/3. 28, find the slope of a line perpendicular to the given line. So you want the negative or opposite reciprocal. So if this one's positive, your new slope is going to be negative. And if this one is 6/5, you're going to find the reciprocal, which means to flip it, and you'll have 5 over 6. So negative 5/6. Number 29, write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line. So first you want to see where it's crossing the y-axis. That's the number that's going to go in for b. So that's plus 3. And then you want to count the slope. So the next intersection is right there. So the slope is 1, 2, 3, up 3, and over 2. So this should be y equals 3/2 positive over x, or 3/2 x plus 3. Number 30, write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line given the slope and the y-intercept. So it just goes into the same equation to the y equals mx plus b, where the slope, negative 1, goes in for m, and the y-intercept 0 goes in for b. You can simplify this just to y equals negative x. Number 31, slope-intercept form again. This time, you're given a point and a slope. So we're going to use this for the x and this for the y. The slope is obviously the m. You have all variables except for the b. So you plug it all in except for the b and get the new b. So you're going to have negative 4 equals 1 times negative 4 plus b. Multiply 1 times negative 4, which is negative 4. So you want to actually add 4 to both sides. So in this case, the new b is 0. The new b is 0, so you have y equals 1x plus 0, which is the same as saying y equals x. Slope-intercept form again. This time they give you 2 points, so you first need to calculate the slope. So you're going to do y2 minus y1, so negative 1 minus 5, over x2 minus x1, so 3 minus 2. Negative 1 minus 5 more is negative 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. This simplifies to negative 6. Then you pick one of these points to plug in for your x and your y. Here's your m. You plug in everything except the b. So you're going to have 5 equals negative 6 times 2 plus b. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. So you're actually going to add 12 to both sides. So b is going to be 17. So the new equation is y equals negative 6x plus 17. Number 33, write slope-intercept form again of the line described. So one that's parallel and one that's perpendicular. So parallel is going to have the same slope. So we're going to leave in the negative 3/4. We need a new b, but we need to plug in the x and the y. So the x is 4. And the y is 2. So if I change this to a fraction and multiply them, I'm just left with negative 3. So I actually want to add 3 to both sides. That means b is 5. So the equation is going to be y equals negative 3/4 x plus 5. 34, do pretty much the same way, except for your slope is perpendicular, so it's going to be a negative reciprocal. So if this is negative 4 over 1, we actually want positive 1 over 4. We want to solve for b, a new b. We're going to plug this in for x and this in for y. So negative 4, plug in negative 1 right there. So 1/4 times negative 1 is negative 1/4. So you actually want to add 1/4 to both sides. So b is going to be equal to negative 3 3/4. So the new line is going to, the equation is going to be y equals 1/4 positive x minus 3 3/4.